Joan Crawford versus Bette Davis, Taylor versus Kanye, Diana versus the Queen. This is Cut the Cake, and today we're talking Colin versus Cuthbert, a feud like no other. To understand, we must begin in 1990 with the birth of one very famous Colin, or, to use his full name, Colin the Caterpillar. The success of this baked good was unmatched, becoming the UK's best-selling cake with over 15 million sold since its creation, with Colin reportedly attending over 10 million birthdays in his 31 years. Now considered a national treasure, with around 450,000 sold each year, it came as no surprise that the green-eyed monster lurked its little head, and no, I don't mean Cuthbert, I'm talking jealousy. Every rival supermarket wanted to jump on the success, and so competing attempts of the cakes were produced, with Curly, Morris, Cecil, Charlie, Clyde, Wiggles, and of course, Cuthbert. These attempts at creating rival cakes didn't go unnoticed by Marks & Spencer's legal team, and instead of welcoming the fellow caterpillars with 6 open arms, they filed a lawsuit against Aldi, and only Aldi, for infringing on their intellectual property rights. This came as a shock, not only to the budget-friendly supermarket, but also the wider public, raising the question, why Aldi? Why little Cuthbert? Why not Morris, Cecil and all the other chocolate caterpillar cakes? And so, the social media frenzy began, and the hashtag #FreeCuthbert was born. Unsurprisingly, Marks & Spencer's refused to participate in the social media war, simply posting a picture of Colin with the caption, "You may have seen Colin the Caterpillar in the news. Colin won't be commenting. Thank you for your support." On the other side of this battle, deep in the Aldi trenches, the supermarket's social media team worked hard, creating endless tweets, Instagram posts and Facebook posts to keep the country entertained and to mock the madness that was ensuing, even going as far as to add prison bars to the cake boxes. One post read, "Marks and snitches more like," whilst another stated, "Cuthbert has been found guilty of being delicious." Even other rival supermarkets joined in with what was now a viral Twitter storm, with Morrison's tweeting, "Day 2 and they still suspect nothing." This saga became a great distraction for the public from the big global issues and so embraced the entertaining narrative between the two supermarkets. The nation was split. Those who supported Cuthbert argued it was ridiculous to sue Aldi when so many other supermarkets had copied the Colin trademark before, and those who supported Colin believed Marks & Spencer's had every right suing Aldi as it was their property. We took to the street to ask the all-important question, Colin or Cuthbert? Take a look.
I think that Colin the Caterpillar is a legend. I think he's an icon, and he is the moment. So yes, I do think he's worth the money.
I don't think he's worth the money. Although he's a beautiful specimen, I really don't think that long stick of chocolate is worth the price that it is, because it's very sickly and it doesn't actually taste very nice when you look at it.
I do not think Colin the Caterpillar is worth the money, because I've seen different sizes of Colin the Caterpillars, and one this big for £7
To be honest,
is just not worth
I'm
it.
Team Colin all the way.
I am Team Colin because Colin is the OG.
I have tried Clyde, and I have to admit, Clyde is a good competitor, but Colin is just, he's my man. He's a legend.
I'm quite fond of the Asda one. I feel like it's got quite a nice smile.
I've tried the Aldi one. I really like the Aldi one because it is a good price and worth it.
I'd say around the £5 to £7 mark. I think that's a reasonable price.
I mean, it depends which store I'd go to, but the Colin the Caterpillar, as he's known, I would pay about £2.50 for that cake. Really, it's really extortionate the price it is now. Dear Lord.
I'd have to say Colin, because Colin is my favourite.
I think it has to be Tesco's because it's cheap, it's gorgeous, and again, he's got a massive smile on his face.
I'd say the Asda Caterpillar because I grew up on that and that one was my childhood. The only reason they don't like Cuthbert is because he's German. It's bloody Brexit.
After a month of online commentary from Aldi, they cleverly trapped Marks & Spencer's in a moral dilemma. They publicly announced that instead of suing, the company should join forces and have out of a cocoon of hate create a beautiful butterfly by the name of charity. After this, the case was completely dropped. Thank you for joining us today on Cut the Cake. To continue the conversation, tweet us and follow our Facebook page. I'll leave you with one final question. Colin or Cuthbert? Goodbye.